Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we'll see the new topic, that is the squares and square root of the same, that is the Universal Mathematics book. So let us see the part 1 of it. The first exercise, that is the 3.1. So this says that which of the following cannot be a perfect square, and you have to explain why. So now whenever there is a rule, wherever the ending is 7, 2 and we have only 1 0 at the end. So that cannot be a perfect square. So now this 5, it's a perfect square. So which they said which cannot be a perfect square. So these are the 3. So the reason we can write here, A, B and C cannot be a perfect square because number ending in 2, 7 and 1 0. 1 0 means this is only 1 0 at the end. Are never a perfect square. What will be the digit in the ones place of the squares of the following number? So now this is the ones place. So which will be the digit? That if you are taking the squares of that 3 square, that is going to be 9. This is the ones place. So 1 square is going to be 1. This is going to be 36. Then that's ones place is going to be 6. This is going to be 25. The ones place is going to be 5. And this is going to be 49. 7 square is 49. So the ones place is going to be 9. So express the following is the sum of two consecutive natural numbers. So now we will this is the number is given as 13 square. So now let us consider n is 13. So we have to find two consecutive natural numbers, means we have to use the formula here, that is n square plus 1 divided by 2 and n square minus 1 divided by 2. So we know this because this is square, so n will be, this is n square. So n is 13. So we will take here 13 square plus 1 divided by 2 and 13 square minus 1 divided by 2. So 13 square is going to be 169 plus 1 divided by 2, 169 minus 1 divided by 2. So this is going to be 170 divided by 2, 160 divided by 2. So 170 divided by 2 is 85. This is going to be 84. So we want the sum of two consecutive this one. So sum, this we got two numbers. So sum means we are going to add this one, that is going to be 169. And to cross check, you know this 13 square. So 13 into 13, that is 169. But they said we have to express as the sum of two consecutive natural numbers. So this is the way we have to write it. Now here this is n is 17. Same thing. We write the formula first. So 17 square plus 1, 17 square minus 1, 17 square is 289 plus 1, 289 minus 1. So this is going to be 290 divided by 2, 288 divided by 2. So when you divide this one, you get 145. When you divide this, you get 144. So we want the sum, means we are going to add these two numbers, which is 289. And to cross check, we can also see 17 square, 17 into 17. When you multiply, you get 289. If you don't get this number, that means you have done some mistake over here. So here, n is 25. Again, the same formula. 25 square plus 1, 25 square minus 1. 25 square is 625 plus 1, 625 minus 1. So this is going to be 626. 624. When you divide this is going to be 313, 312. When you add these two, that is going to be 625. Again here 35 square, n is 35. Write this formula. So 35 square plus 1, 35 square minus 1. 30, when you multiply this 35 into 35 square, that is going to be 1225. Here same 1225 minus 1. Add this 1226, 1224. When you divide this, you get 613. When you divide this, you get by 2, you get 612. When you add this 2, that is 1225. Now here, look at the pattern. Observe the following pattern. 11 square is given 121. 1 square is given as 12321. 1111 square is given as 1234231. So what we can see here, this is 12 and the last number everywhere you can see is 1. So now this is, if it is, we are putting here 1, this is 11. Again, we are putting 1 over here, that is 111. So what you can see, this 1, 2 is as it is, after that we have 3. And now see here, this is 1, 2, and then this goes in the descending order. So 1, 2, 3, and then this goes in the descending order, after 3, 2, 1. So now 1, 1, 1, 2. So now you will write here, this was 1, 2, 3. So you will write, add one more number, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you will go in the descending order. So now what we have here, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we want to find out the value of this one. So how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here what are you going to do? 1, 2, 3, 4 is there, and again you need one more digit, that is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 you will go in the descending order, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now what we will have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we don't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now let us see for 6 what do you have. What you can do here? You can write here 6 from 1 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you will go after that in the descending order, that is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This was for 6, but then this is for 7. 7 means you will write from 7, 1 to 7 numbers, and then you will go in the, after 7 you will go in the descending order, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So here, these are both the answers. So now we will look for the next one. Without actually adding, find the sum of this one. So what we can see here, we want the sum of this one. So 1, 3, 5, these are the odd numbers. So we want first means how many numbers are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So first we want, these are all the odd numbers. So we can just say, because now here, this, we can make it to n square. So we can say sum of first n odd numbers is n square. So we have 11 terms over here, total are 11. So we can make n square means total number n. N stands for total number, that is 11. So 11 square. So 11 square means 11 into 11, that is 121. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, these are the odd numbers. So we have 5 terms for, we will square 5 square, that is 25. So without actual calculation, find the value of 31 square minus 30 square. So what we can see here, this is a square minus b square. So we know the formula for a square minus b square, that is a minus b into a plus b. So we write the formula a square minus b square is a minus b, a plus b. And now this is in the form of a square minus b square, means in place of this one you will write a 31 minus 30 square. So just this is square. So just a is going to be 31 minus 30 and 31 plus 30, because b is just 30. A is 31 and b is 30. This is the square. So now what will you do? 31 minus 30 means 1. When you add this is going to be 61. So when you multiply this answer is 61. So we can say 31 square minus 30 square is 61. Same over here, we'll use the same formula. So this A is 235 and B is 234. So we'll put the values over here. Here you are going to add. When you subtract this is going to be 1. When you add this is going to be 469. So 1 into 469, that is 469. Same here. A is 879, B is 878. So you are going to put the values over here. When you subtract this, you get 1. When you add this, you get 1757. So when you multiply this, you get 1757. Write the following as the difference of the squares of two consecutive natural numbers. See here, this is difference of the squares of two consecutive natural numbers. So now we have to find the squares of this 89, this number is given. So here you have to remember this formula that you have to use n plus 1 whole bracket square minus n square is 2n plus 1. So this thing you have to remember. So now here 2n plus 1 is equal to 2n plus 1 means 2n plus 1, that is 89. So when you solve this part, so what is that going to be? 2n will keep it on this side, this also on this side. When you take this on this side, that is going to be minus 1. So 2n is 88. So n will be 88 divided by 2, that is going to be 44. So n is 44. Then what will you see? We want the squares of two consecutive even numbers. So here n is 44, so n plus 1 is going to be what? 44 plus 1, that is going to be 45. So what will you do here? We got n as 44 and n plus 1 as 45. So we want the difference of the squares of two consecutive numbers. So we first number is this one, so 45 square minus, because we want the square of it. So what should be that? 45 square minus here, n is 44, so 44 square. So this is the answer. Now again, the same thing, I'm not going to write the formula again, that is 2n plus 1 is 261. So 2n is equal to 261 minus, this plus 1 will go on that side, that is going to be minus 1. So 2n is 260. So n is going to be 260 divided by 2, which is going to be 130. So n plus 1 will be 130 plus 1, that is 131. So we want the difference of it. So 131 square minus 130 square. Again the same. We'll write the same formula here. I have not written it here. So you can write it. 2n plus 1 is 65. So 2n is 65. That will be minus 1. 2n is 64. So n will be 64 by 2. So n plus 1 means we got here 32. So 32 plus 1, that is 33. So difference is going to be 33 square minus 32 square. So now indicate whether the squares of the following numbers are even or odd. So here now see here, whatever when we look at the unit place, so 7 square. So 7 square is what? 49. So can you see here? The last unit place digit is going to be 9. So 9 is an odd number. So we can say they have not asked to solve or find the square of it. Only they have asked whether it will be even or odd. So this is going to be odd. Now look at the units place. So this is going to be 36. So now look at the units place. This is 6. 6 is an even number. Now look at here. 9 is going to be 81. 9 square will be 81. So this is going to be 1 is going to be an odd number. Now 0 is going to be 0 itself. So that is a even number. Now here 1 square will be 1. So this is a odd number. Now here look at here, write the Pythagorean triplets where one member is 17. So we have the formula for the Pythagorean triplet as this. You have to remember 2m, and this is Pythagorean for Pythagorean triplet. M square minus 1 and m square plus 1. So we don't know this is just one member. So out of this, which one is 17, we don't know. So how to find out that? So now see here, if I am taking here 2m is 17. So what will be that? M is going to be 17 by 2. So that is going to be something 8.5. So that is not actually the square. We cannot take the square of that one. So now what will you do if we are taking m square minus 1? So if I am writing a m square minus 1 is 17 because they have given here 17. So what will I get here? M square is equal to 17. This will go that side, that is going to be plus 1. So m square is 18. So m will be something but which is not a perfect square. So that will be something in decimals. So we are not going to consider m square plus 1. So now let us see m square plus 1. So m square minus 1 we will not consider m square plus 1. So now I have written it directly here, so you can look at it here. So m square plus 1, that is 17. So m square is 17 minus 1 because this will go on that side. So m square is 16. So you know when you square both the sides, that is going to be 4. So now this is the perfect square. So this works. So m you got as 4, but now we want 2m. So 2m will be 2 into 4, that is going to be 8. So the first is going to be 8. Now we'll see for m square minus 1. So m square minus 1 means in place of m we are going to put 4 because we got the value as 4. So 4 square minus 1 because that is square. So that is going to be 16 minus 1, that is going to be 15. So now you got all the three numbers. That is, you know that this 17 is already given. So now 2m, we are not going to take this m. This was only to plug in the value of m. But because here is 2m, because many of them write the value of this m, which is wrong. So you have to write 2m. 2m is 8. And here what is it? M square minus 1, that is 15. So what are you going to write here? Because the Pythagorean triplet means here the bigger number will be at the here, because this is m square plus 1. So this is going to be 17 over here. So here now look at here. So how are you going to write? Because you know the a square plus b square is equal to c square. So here we will start with the, this is m, this is 2m, this is m square minus 1, and this is m square plus 1. So we will write here 8, 15 and 17. Now look at here, same thing. First now we have 20. So now let us see here, 2m is 20. So m is 20 by 2, that will be m is 10. So if you are putting here n square minus 1, so what will you do here? You will write here 10 square minus 1. So that will be 100 minus 1, that will be 99. And m square plus 1 means you got the value of m is 10. So that is going to be 10 square plus 1, that will be 100 plus 1, that will be 101. So the required Pythagorean triplet, this is 2m. This you got as m square minus 1 value, and this is m square plus 1 value. So 20, 99 and 101. Now look at here. So if you are taking here 2m, because we have 2m m square, so 2m is equal to 15. So m is going to 15 by 2, which we get something in decimal. So we are not going to consider this one. So now let us see here. We'll see whether the perfect square. So m square minus 1 is 15. So this works. So m square is equal to 15 plus 1. So m square is 16. When you square both the sides, you get 4. So now what you got m is 4. So 2m is going to be 2 into 4. That is going to be 8. And m square plus 1, that is going to be, m is 4. So 4 square plus 1, that is going to be 16 plus 1, that is going to be 17. So this is 2m, value of 2m is 8. Then m square minus 1, that value is 15, what we have in the start. And m square plus 1, that is 17. Now let us look for this 35. So if we are taking here 2m as 35, so what do you get here? M is 35 divided by 2. So what if we divide this by 2, we get in decimal. So we are not going to consider this one. So now let us see m square minus 1. So m square is 35. This will go here, that will be plus 1. So this is 36. When you square both sides, so that is a perfect square. That will be m is 6. So now we want 2m, because the formula is 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. So 2m will be 2 into, we got the value of m is 6. So that is going to be 12. And m square plus 1, that is going to be 6 square plus 1, that is good, 36 plus 1, that is 37. So the required Pythagorean triplet will be what? That is here 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. So that is going to be 12, 35 and 37. So find the values of the following. So now look at here. Minus 5 square means minus 5 into minus 5. So here these are 2 times, so that is the even number. So this is going to be positive 25. Minus 3 by 5 square means minus 3, this is going to be 9 over 25. But minus 3 into minus 3, because this is 2 times, this is even number, so that is going to be positive 9. Now this is also going to be, because that is a square, so that is going to be positive. Plus 0.7 into 0.7, so that is going to be 49. But then this is after one number is the decimal, this after one number. So 1 plus one that is going to be 2. So we'll go backwards 2 and then we'll put a decimal, so 0.49. Now again this minus, but this is 2 times, so that is going to be positive. So 17 square, 17 into 17, 17 is 289, and 16 square, that is going to be 256. So 16 into 16. So by this one we have completed today's work. Do like and subscribe to my channel so you get a notification of the other parts. Thank you.